channel. Today we are going to be doing a book review for the Tyrants tome. So let's just get right into it. Start off, let's just start saying, like, you can definitely see how Lester has changed after Jason's death. Like, it really does impact him. He really does try to remember as he's getting closer to either one, retrieving his immortality and regaining his place on Mount Olympus, or two, dying. So yeah. So we start off the book with Lester and Meg on an airplane that Piper kindly lent them. And they're going to Camp Jupiter, carrying Jason's coffin to give him the Roman burial that he deserves. No, I actually think they're in a car. Yes, they're in a car and they're driving near Camp Jupiter. So they inquire some trouble on the way. I forgot what it actually was though, but it was a thing, and it was like a monster, and I kept on screaming food and death and something like that, but someone ended up helping them. Her name is Lavinia, and her whole cohort, the 5th cohort, ended up helping them defeat the monster and get through to Camp Jupiter. She has secret tunnels to help her get through Camp Jupiter. So they go there, they meet Hazel. Yay, I was super excited to see Hazel again. And they meet Hazel again, and I think the monster comes back. Yes, there are multiple monsters. They usually travel in like packs or groups of 2 or 3s, and the rest of them come after them after seeing, they've killed their friend. And Hazel stops them, and she finds out, and she like asks who's in the coffin, and then later she realizes that it's Jason. No one tells her. I think it's some Pluto thing. Maybe they can also sense death, because we know Nico can sense death, so maybe Hazel can also sense death. So yeah, and they go there. They see how it's going. All of the different little, they're not really cabins, but they set up little temples for mostly all of the minor gods. And once everyone finds out that Jason died, they make it their goal that before Jason's burial, they already set a date for the burial, but they have like 3 days. The whole camp is gonna work to get all of those little temples for all of the minor gods. So they're gonna finish up what Jason started, and it was just so sweet that the whole camp was working together to help Jason. So beautiful. But yeah, yeah, they finish up that. They have the whole burial, and they have like this little quest, a mini quest, and they have to find Tarquin's tome. And we actually find out that he's not actually dead. He used to be dead, but he's not actually dead. And also, let's rewind to the little monsters who was chasing after them when they were in the cave with Hazel. And one of the monsters actually scratches Lester, and Lester told everyone not to get scratched by the monster, because if you get scratched by the monster, you'll turn into a zombie. So yeah, Lester gets scratched by the thing. And so he kind of gets treated. It's like a temporary treatment, so he doesn't like break out into zombie mode everywhere. But yeah, where was I again? The monsters, Hazel, Frank. Yeah, we see Frank again, and Raina, and Raina too. Raina, Lester, and Meg all go on this quest to find Tarquin's tome and kill Tarquin or something like that. I forgot the exact details. And yeah, the whole quest happens. There's these ravens, and when they're climbing something, I'm like fast forwarding so much, but when they're climbing something, I think it's like a water tower or something like that, and these ravens attack them, and everyone's acting like, oh my gosh, what's with these ravens? Why are the ravens attacking them? And the ravens, it turns out that the ravens were attacking them was because Lester turned them into like scavenging, bloodthirsty little monsters. And they used to be like doves, sweet and angelic and stuff like that. But he turned them into that after the ravens told Apollo that his girlfriend was cheating on him, and Apollo killed his girlfriend, and no, Apollo had Artemis kill his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was pregnant actually, and he turned the ravens into bloodthirsty monsters and stuff like that. So like everyone, as you can probably tell, everyone was really angry at him. And Raina kicked him twice. One was an accident. Two was after hearing that horrible story about how awful Apollo was. I still can't believe that. It was horrible. But they find this sleeping god. The last quest was something about a soundless god, and they find the soundless god, and the soundless god was actually someone that he bullied a long time ago. Yeah. And there's this Sybil. Oh my gosh. This book really made me think, like, is Lester actually my favorite character? Because I used to love Lester. So he was very annoying, yes he was, but like he was kind of relatable in a way. The Soundless God was this 10-year-old. Well, he's not actually a 10-year-old. He just looks like a 10-year-old that Apollo used to bully. And he also had the Sybil. You know, they all have to destroy prophecies and stuff like that. They had the Sybil was in this jar, and the god and the Sybil like started to like date and stuff like that. But the Sybil is like grains of sand because Apollo was like obsessed with the Sybil, and he wanted to like date the Sybil and stuff, and he was like he wants to date the Sybil, but the Sybil said she had like grains of sand. She actually didn't mean this, actually, she was just saying it. She's like, if you could give me as much life that is in this grain of sand, then give me as much life that is in these grains of sand, I will date you or something like that. But you know, she was just kidding. But Apollo took it seriously and actually like did that. Give her as much life as was in the grain of sand, the handful of sand that she was holding. It's so complicated to explain it if you're not like, you haven't like read the book yet or something like that. But and he said like, yeah, I gave you as much life that's in the grain of sand. Now you have to date me. And she was like, no, I was just kidding. I'm not dating you. What? No. And Apollo got mad, and he placed a curse on her that she's gonna grow old and wither, but she'll never die. And yeah, it was really messed up. And like the grain of sand was running out, and they're like dying. So both the god and the Sybil like intertwined and stuff, and they took his last breath, and they used that to defeat Tarquin. And yeah, at the end, Apollo like dying and stuff, because you know the zombie, he got scratched by one of the monsters, and Diana actually comes to save him. Yay, not Artemis, but Diana, the Roman form. And because like he has this little recipe, I guess, from the Sibyllian books. I remember from Heroes of Olympus, Ella and Tyson and Rachel all like working together to reconstruct the Sibyllian books. And the way that they're actually reconstructing it is by writing, like tattooing it on Tyson. Yeah, it was really weird for everyone, including me. Yeah, he was tattooing on Tyson, and like it said something about finding the god, contacting a god, and he chooses to contact Diana. And Diana, like after some time, she comes and you know she heals him and stuff, so he doesn't turn into a zombie. And the whole interaction was just so sweet. I was like crying. It was so beautiful. And Raina chooses to become a hunter, and I really wish I wasn't spoiled for that. I was also spoiled for that. I already knew that Raina was gonna choose to become a hunter, but I was still really excited for her. Cause like she deserves a rest after all of those years of being Praetor. Like it must be so hard, especially like after Jason left and stuff. Like she's had a whirlwind. Like her life has been just a roller coaster. So really excited that she gets to be a hunter. And also Tyson and Ella, they're really cute. I was really excited to see that none of them have changed. Like they're still the same. We didn't really see Rachel in this book. No, I don't think so. No, we didn't see Rachel in this book. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I can't remember exactly what. Rachel. Oh, Lavinia. I love Lavinia. She's such a cool character. I actually thought Lavinia was gonna die. Like right when she said that, I'm like, I don't know. She said something. I was like, I really like you, Lavinia, and I really think you're gonna die. But the end of the book, and she didn't die, I was just so happy because I love Lavinia so much. She's just a great character. I wish we saw her more throughout the books, but yeah. Oh, that's what I was forgetting. Thalia and Lester talked. Raina and Thalia have actually been writing letters to each other, and Raina wrote Thalia a letter saying that, like, you know, Jason died and all the bad news and stuff, and she didn't receive it yet, but she did receive it. And Polo felt kind of sad that he didn't get to tell her, because he felt like he had the right to, you know, tell her that, you know, her brother's dead and stuff like that. But yeah, they had the whole talk about it. It wasn't as bad as Lester thought it would be. Like, he thought he would be like throwing stuff at her and yelling and throwing stuff at him and yelling and stuff like that. But it was pretty chill talk. It was really sad though. I really felt really bad for Thalia, because the only family she's ever known. Well, no, not ever known. Well, so like, think about this. She finally gets her brother, and then she loses him back. Wait, no. She has her brother. She loses him. She thinks he dies. She gets him back, and then he actually dies. That's just horrible. I feel so horrible for Thalia. But yeah, I love this book so much. I'm so happy I got to see, like, you know, Frank and Raina, and oh right, I wasn't done. Hazel gets promoted to Praetor. Yay, I'm so excited for Hazel. And Lavinia gets promoted to Centurion, because before Hazel was the Centurion of the 5th cohort. But now Lavinia is the Centurion. So yeah, really excited for everyone. Everyone got their happy endings. And the last book of the series, we're coming to a close, is the Tower of Nero. So make sure you guys stay tuned for my series in Trials of Apollo, my series of book reviews in Trials of Apollo. And make sure, if you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video when I upload. And if you guys like this background too, I'm like with a whole new background. I haven't even mentioned it yet. If you guys really like it, make sure you comment down below, because I might continue using this background, or we can go back to our old one. So yeah, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!